we are going to rank the top 5 true freshmen of the Nick Saban era at the University of Alabama. Let's get it going at number 5 at the running back position. Probably one of the more undervalued players of the Nick Saban era in Tuscaloosa, but a guy who got it done very quickly, very early on, as early as really his Alabama debut in the 2012 season opener against the University of Michigan in Arlington, Texas. We give to you at number 5, TJ Yeldon.
And here is Yeldon, the freshman. Look out to the 15 and a 1st and 10 Bama. That was an electric burst through that hole. 14 yards. Herbie, we can see why they love this freshman.
Yeah, just a different feel from Eddie Lacy. Eddie Lacy's a power back, and when Yeldon gets the football, you can see how quick he is and how quickly he's able to accelerate upfield. Bama always likes to have a tandem of backs. They have for the last 3 or 4 years. And you got a feeling this year Lacy and Yeldon could be that tandem.
From Daphne, Alabama, right outside Mobile. Coming to the right side, patient, picks his way, and he's to the 9. They may not have a Richardson, but they've got a Yeldon, and he could be growing up right before our eyes here tonight.
The other thing you're seeing is the offense.
Oh, Brent Musburger, excited very quickly by TJ Yeldon, who became the first true freshman in that game against Michigan to rush for over 100 yards in his debut. Also the first true freshman to rush for more than 1,000 yards in a season. He posted back-to-back 100-yard performances as a true freshman, both in the SEC championship game against Georgia and, of course, the BCS national championship game win that year over Notre Dame. So there you go, TJ Yeldon at number 5. At number 4, we're going to pay homage to the big guys. And there's been a few, right? Since Nick Saban's been here on the offensive side of the ball, most recently Jonah Williams. You saw it even from Alex Leatherwood in the national championship game win over Georgia. But before both those guys, there was Cam Robinson in 2014. He checks in as our number 4 true freshman on the top 5 list of newcomers under Nick Saban.
Freshman against freshman.
Cam Robinson, the left tackle. Sims again looking deep, goes deep. DeAndrew White comes near side, looks for a block from Cooper. He got the block, but it was too far ahead of him. But he does get across midfield, a gain of 32.
Had the protection. Remember, the strength of Missouri is their pass rush. But they don't have Shane Ray. And this time, that offensive line stones him. And then another perfect throw. Singleton, number 2, was there, but the throw was better than the coverage.
Cam Robinson is a true freshman in 2014 in that SEC championship game win over the University of Missouri, working against a pass rush, ironically enough, coached by, in large part, Craig Kuligowski, the recently named defensive line coach at the University of Alabama. Of course, Cam arrived at Alabama in January as an early enrollee of his freshman year, or what would be his freshman year, and proceeded to lock down the starting job at left tackle. Took a little bit of time, but in 14 starts in 2014, he recorded 32 knockdown blocks while allowing just 3 sacks in 861 snaps of action. Number 3, we're going to take you to South Florida. Started a pretty nice pipeline down there, didn't it, when it comes to wide receivers? It started with this guy, Amari Cooper, who checks in at number 3 on our list of top 5 true freshmen of the Nick Saban era at the University of Alabama.
Play action move of his, sidestep left, come back right. Cooper's wide open. Touchdown, Alabama. 34 yards, the combination that beat Georgia for the SEC championship. Remember, this drive started at their own 3-yard line.
Boy, there's a confused defense right there. Running the football, throwing the football. The balance continues for Doug Nussmeier.
Yep, balance indeed in that career of Amari Cooper, especially that 2012 team that, again, included TJ Yeldon, Eddie Lacy at running back. Cooper best remembered for that first year for that 45-yard touchdown reception against Georgia in the SEC championship game that put Alabama over UGA and into the national championship game. Number 2, another wide receiver, goes by the name of Julio. Maybe you remember this guy.
They only have 10 scholarship seniors. John Parker Wilson is one of them. Nobody else in big-time college football has played fewer. And this pass intended for Jones is the touchdown. Are you kidding?
Well, you saw on that play the strength of Julio Jones because he used his left arm and his big upper body to push the defender away and then catch the ball over his right shoulder. Brian Evans was in coverage, number 3, and Julio Jones was able to kind of give him a little shove with his left arm and then fade out to the ball. A beautiful throw by John Parker Wilson over the outside arm where you're supposed to put it.
Julio Jones in the blackout. You remember that one, Athens, Georgia, 2008. That made it a 31-0 lead for the Crimson Tide in one of the more memorable road trips that you'll see under Nick Saban at Alabama. And number 1 at the top of the list, it is still Jalen Hurts, the SEC Offensive Player of the Year as a true freshman in 2016. Jalen Hurts, a 26-2 record as the starting quarterback. It's still Jalen in this top spot.
Lane Kiffin likes the run-pass options, and the ball's going to get out quick. We've got to take away the talented receivers after the catch.
Tide, who are 2 for 8 on 3rd down, need 13. Hurts shows the arm, throws it into the end zone for a touchdown. Darius Stewart. A taste of what this talented true freshman quarterback can do, and the Tide take the lead.
There you go. The top 5 true freshmen under Nick Saban